this is too bright. Let me see. I'm gonna turn off these lights. It's cell 2. Sorry. Hello, 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 hello. So we're live. God, these lights. Let me see if I can circumvent that. I don't like the lighting. I don't like the lighting. Let me see if this is better. Gosh. Okay. Okay, I like this better. Hello, hello, hello. So we're live. I want to talk to you guys. I want to chat with you guys a little bit on all things events, decor, as usual. But gosh, I'm going to be working today. So I'm going to be working today while we do the live. It was supposed to be a slow. I'm putting lotion on my face. It was supposed to be a slow day here at the office. I was building a backdrop and I was supposed to wrap that today and work on some invoices and get on my live, but ended up being busy with calls, estimates. Right now we usually from November till January, I send out a lot of invoices, a lot of estimates. People start planning their wedding, so I was kind of busy doing that. I underestimated how long it would take me. So I got some new tablecloths that I'm going to iron for a wedding that we have next week. Because we had to throw away a lot of our tablecloths recently. But anyway, hi everyone. If you are on the live, leave me a comment and say hi. I don't like the light. I feel like this is too white. I feel like the lighting is too white. But I don't know. I'm still new. But I'm going to be ironing while I'm talking to you guys. So if you just joined the live, don't forget to like and send me a hi. Hi Jeanette. So I'm going to be ironing. If you have been following my channel, you probably saw this iron before. It's called a rotary iron. That's what I use for my linen. One of the best investments I've made when it comes to my business. So this is new, but it's a little bit wrinkled, so I'm still gonna press this. What are you guys up to? What do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? This is gonna last for like an hour and 15 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? Let me turn this so that you can see what I'm doing. What do you guys want to talk? Oh, like, so I feel like every time I move away, the lighting gets better. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. Um, what do you guys want to talk about today while I'm ironing? Any question? You guys have any question? Any question about the upcoming workshop? Um, I still have I still have a spot available for anyone that is interested. I have a workshop coming up January 23rd and January 24th in Kansas City. It will be an intensive workshop. We'll be learning how to do flowers, how to build a backdrop, how to build a dance floor, how to wrap a floor and set up an event, learning about business essential, all the things. So let me know what you guys want to talk about in this live. Or you want to know more about me, about what I do, any question. Um, but don't forget to like the video. Unless I'm not. Yeah. It's Friday. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Anybody have an event? If we have event professionals in the live, you guys have any events? Um, but let me know what you want to talk about. Um, Otherwise, this is just gonna be a live about nothing. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. If you have any question, um, okay, Jeanette say I've been working, starting a rental as well as decorating business. But yes, please, would love to join your program. But I live in Chester, Virginia. Is it going to be on Zoom? So the one I have coming up, unfortunately, is in person. I do have it's in person because it's going to be all hands on. Might have some things over Zoom in the future, but I also have a few people coming out of town. I know that can add up to the overall cost, but I'm here to answer any question, or if you want to email me to learn more about the workshop. And but yeah, this is not going to be the last one. This is the first in-person one, but this is not going to be the last one. Might have something on Zoom coming, but at this time, the one I have coming up, it's in person. It's in Kansas City. Again, I have a few people coming from out of town for it too. But yeah, you can email me to learn more about it, or um, or maybe wait for the next one, or wait until we have something coming up in Zoom. But in the meantime, I'm here live. So any question you want to have, but I wish you luck on your new business. It's an exciting business. So have you started yet? Have you started? I know. I know when I started doing friends and family events, small events, things like that. So have you done any of those yet? Um, yeah, and have you been advertising? I want to know more about your business. So, yeah, have you been doing events for friends and family and things like that? But yeah, because that's how a lot of people start. That's nice. Yeah, you can always learn, make your mistakes on a smaller scale. I always tell people it's actually a blessing to start small, as we all have. You can learn, make your mistakes on a smaller scale, practice with friends and family, and learn as you go. But It is an exciting business, stressful at times, but it's rewarding to see the final product. So, so how do you advertise your business? I know when I started, I used to advertise a lot on Facebook, um, especially Facebook group. Um, so that's helpful, especially if you are a beginner. I always say advertise on Facebook, especially Facebook groups. There are wedding group, there are local wedding Facebook groups or Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people in the Facebook group, they are looking for um, events decorators. They might be on a budget, but when I started, that's how I was able to get my first few clients, especially if you don't have a lot of work in your portfolio. Facebook, I got so many clients from Facebook. So many clients from Facebook. I have Facebook stories. So this is done. I put it on a hanger. Normally, I will go hang this. I have a, how do you call it? I have a oh, I'm losing my word. How do you call the whatever you hang these on? It's like a wardrobe, whatever. I don't know why I'm missing the word, but anyway, I have something where I hang the linen. It's in the warehouse part that I don't want to open right now since I'm on live. Um, Coco. Is that Coco or Coco? Because in my country we have Coco, which is which is um which is a tribal name. Um, so we have Coco and then we have Coco. So just fun fact. Yes, friends and family got me started. Yes. So yeah, I started that way. Coco. See, now it's on YouTube. I'm asking as if I'm gonna tell the spelling. But anyway, welcome to the live. As I can see from your name, seems like you do event too. You are an event decorator. So welcome. But yeah, Facebook, I got so many clients from Facebook. I still advertise on Facebook and Facebook Marketplace, but mostly lately I've been getting clients for rental, especially throne chairs or Shivari chairs from Facebook Marketplace. But um, not so much the core clients. I get most of my decor clients now from Instagram, YouTube, no, Instagram, TikTok, word of mouth. But as a beginner, Facebook groups will be helpful to you. Um, like, because those you'll be able to find, clients that are kind of flexible. Um, they might be on a budget, but that can be a good way for you to build your inventory as a beginner, learn, and then quickly have a portfolio that you can put on your website to advertise to people who will be willing to pay more. So, and a website, if you don't have, I always say, even if you are small, even if you're running the business from your home, a website is a must. It gives you that professional look. So I had a website ever since I started. Um, but you guys have anything planned for the weekend? Any rental, any events, or any future events that you are working on? Hello, hello, Nena. OC. From your name, I think, are you Nigerian or from a Nigerian descent? I'm just trying to get to know you, everyone from the name. Nena OC, I think. Anyway, I'm hopefully I said it yes. See? Yes. Um welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Anything you guys want to talk about? Any question? No, booking has been very boring to me. Yes, same. So it's slow season. I don't know which part of if you are in the US, so I don't know which part. It's getting cold, so things get slow. Even me, we've been on a roll since like March, pretty much every weekend or sometime a week in between, up until October 5th. October 5th was our last wedding, and we didn't have another wedding until last weekend. We had a baby shower. So actually, Irene, one of your participants. Yes! Hi, Irene. Nice to meet you on YouTube. Yes. Now that I'm seeing your name, I think your last name is in, I think it was Irene OC. Yes, I can't wait to see you in KC. I can't wait to see you in Kansas City. So, yeah, she's going to be a part of a workshop in January. I'm excited. I am very excited. Um, very excited. It's gonna be nice. It's going to be big. Um, yes. Yeah, booking has been a little bit boring. Same here. It's UK. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, which part of the UK? Which part of the UK? Nice. The We have a wedding next week, and then I think after that we have two more weddings in November, and actually nothing in December. But yeah, that's winter time for you. It kind of sucks a little bit, but it's the business. So right now, and one thing I always say is winter time. If you have, rentals, especially East London. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Coco. So I always say wintertime. I don't know about the UK, but in the US, or from my experience, wintertime we have a lot of corporate event. We have a lot of corporate events, a lot of a lot of center photo shoot for Christmas, things like that. So I advertise my throne chairs on Facebook Marketplace, on my website, on Instagram, things like that, because we do book a lot of those now, and that kind of help you keep some revenue coming in while it's slow. So this weekend alone, I think we have three throne chairs that are going out. Next week we have, I think, three or four. So yeah, even like some of the malls here, they have picture events with Santa Claus and stuff like that. So we do have like some businesses that rent some throne chair from us. So that help with the revenue when it snow. Do you have any class coming up? Yeah, so the next class I have coming up, it's the workshop in January. It's in person. It's in person here in Kansas City. It's almost full because I'm limited it to only 6 people. Right now we have 4 people confirmed. One is pending and one spot that's open. Um, it's gonna be on 2 days. I will eventually have some things, some other classes on Zoom or live. I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of that because what we do, it's mainly like hands-on, but it will come to. But yeah, the next one is in January 23rd to January 24th. Sorry if I'm making a lot of noise. I'm opening. So I got new table covers. How do you keep your tablecloths clean? Jeez, I keep throwing away table covers. Um, I can't believe I have to buy table covers again because we had to throw away a bunch of them. But they're here, so I have to iron them. Um, but yeah, any question you guys have? So Coco, how long have you been in the business? Uh, and then, same question go to Irene. So how long have you guys been in the business? And what do you like about it? I have a lot I have a lot of things that I like and don't like about the business. Don't get me started. We'll be here all day. But I have been in business since officially since 2017. That's how I incorporated. I incorporated, yes, my business. So 2017, I was doing it as a side business, and 2018, I started doing it full time and have been doing it full time ever since. Um, 5 years. That's nice. That's amazing. So 2020, you started during like COVID. That's amazing because we almost quit during COVID. We almost quit during COVID. But yeah, I started in 2017. Um, I then I switched to full time. Uh, I I switched to doing it as my full time job slash business in 2018. Opened my first opened my first office. Opened my first office in 2019. Um, moved to a bigger one right before COVID in 2020. I almost like died when COVID happened because I just moved. I literally moved from a 500 square foot or 600 square foot office to a 2,000 square foot warehouse in February. Signed the lease, was moving, and COVID happened. So, and COVID, everything shut down. Then I moved during COVID to Kansas City. Then I opened my office here, um, and then the rest had been history. So I still have my office in Omaha, but hasn't been easy. But I've been for the past 2 or 3 years. I've been at a place where I kind of have an idea on what works for me and what doesn't. So it's been steady. Okay, let me read. I just started last December. Congratulations! Haven't really got into it, so I'm just trying to get a hang of it. You just and you are coming to this workshop, girl. You're gonna be because this workshop it's like you're gonna learn stuff that even like some of the pro in the business don't do. So I'm excited for you. I feel like when you finish this class and go back, you're gonna be like, woo, because we're gonna do like floor wrap, we're gonna do flowers, we're gonna do like ceiling work, We're going to, design um an event. We're gonna learn, marketing, how to market your business, branding, and things like that. I feel like you're gonna book a couple weddings once you go back. Yeah, from Kansas. Oh, you are from Kansas City. Nice, Kansas City, Missouri. Yes. My office is in Lenox, so you are coming home. That's nice. Because I'm planning to email everybody like a month before to kind of see if we can, like, set up a Zoom. Anybody have a question about Kansas City, like people who are traveling. But I feel like you will be right at home. Yes, Kansas City, Missouri. I mean, my office is in Lenexa, but I'm always on the Missouri side because there's more activity on the Missouri side. Yeah, I always have weddings in, downtown, um, on the Missouri side and things like that. Can I join on Zoom? Let's talk. How about email me and let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can figure it out. So email me at info@gloglocreations.com. Email me, but give me a few days to work it out because I have a um, videographer and a photographer that's coming. But so let me discuss this with them to see if this is something that we can do. And who knows, there might be few other people that might be interested. Okay. But yeah, email me, but give me a few days to kind of figure it out and get back to you. But you live in Mississippi. Oh, nice, nice. And price. Okay. Yes. What would may sound like the perfect lineup of information, but I live in Mississippi. Okay. Who said they are from Missouri? Okay. Oh, so Ann Price say they are from Missouri. Okay. I thought it was Irene say they are from Missouri. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Yes, I get it. And so yeah, might be, we might have a next one because if you were live last time, I was saying that because a lot of people are interested in the workshop and some people might not be able to make this one, especially since I'm limited it to only 6 people and some people might not have the means to do it yet or might not be able to travel yet. So I'm saying because once we get to March, April, then we have weddings back to back and it's hard for me to plan that. So I was saying that I might have an option for people to come and intern when we do events, but that's something that I also need to figure out. So I will have those opportunities next year, opportunities for maybe 1 or 2 people to come and shadow when we have our weddings, uh, which are like crazy. Okay, wonderful. So yeah, I think I kind of confused it. Wish I could make the class sound like the perfect lineup. Yes, but yeah, there's always a next time. It's always a next time. In the meantime, keep advertising your class, not your class, your business. Keep like practicing. I know when I started, I used to do like mock up set up in my basement. I used to set up a table with centerpieces, tablecloth. I used to do like backdrop and take pictures to practice and post. That's how I got my first few clients. So if you have a home and you have a space in a garage or basement, you can always do a mock-up. Or some things I've also done at the beginning. I've worked with like I know some venue owners that I'll ask them if it's okay for me to do a mock-up at their space. So I will set up a couple, tables at their space just for me to have the picture, and they will also use the pictures for their advertisement. So especially small venues or new venues, it kind of help everyone. So I did a few of those at the beginning to get some pictures for my portfolio. So Irene is coming from Philly area. Yes, I'll send you an email to know what airport or hotel. Yes. See, I knew it was from Philly area cause you emailed me. I think you emailed me. I knew I knew you coming from Philly. Somebody else is coming from ATL. Somebody from Nebraska and a couple. So I know. Okay, yeah, yeah. If you can email me after the live, I'll send you the airports and I'll send you the hotels too. That would be great. The airport is the Kansas City International Airport. It will show up like MCI, I think. The hotel, I can send you a couple options, or you can look it up with the shop address and just send me some, and I'll give you my opinion on it. But yeah, I was saying earlier, if you are a beginner, it's easier to advertise in Facebook groups, um, Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, um, and then once you book your first, clients, pictures, pictures, pictures. Now, lately I've been taking my own pictures with my phone, um, because I haven't had luck with the photographers. But when I started, which is very important, you can, partner with a photographer, or you can even find someone that you can pay that will take professional pictures for you. Um, because it makes a difference, especially if you don't have a lot of work in your inventory. Um, you want to take good pictures, and they can make your work stand out. They can really, really, zoom up on the, details, give you, the, crisp and, neat pictures. I remember when I started, even up until I think 2022, I had a professional photographer that I work with, and it's not that expensive as you think. And if you are in groups on Facebook, you can look for people, you can ask for their prices, and if they are doing this for you, often they might work with you. They work with you on price, and the professional pictures will help. They do help a lot. Okay, they do help a lot. I've just been taking my own pictures lately, because we have been doing a lot of, traveling for our events. Like this year alone, I don't think we've done not even like half of the event that we did were done like locally. So it's kind of hard to find a photographer to take pictures for you when you're always traveling. So I've been doing it with my phone. It's been looking good, but I know it can look better. So if you are new, you have to find ways to make your work stand out. So use a professional photographer. Do, style shoots, uh, in your home, um, if you can. That will get your first clients in. Offer, rental options. on Facebook. That will get you your first few clients, like rentals, such as like uh, centerpiece, rental, um, table covers rental. That one, I don't know how I feel about tablecloth rentals anymore, because I don't offer that anymore. I only do them when we are doing the wedding ourselves or the event ourselves, because it's not worth the time. But I'm just telling you, the few things that helped me when I started, right? So as you grow, you kind of learn your footing. You see, I know like people who do like, baby showers. That's their thing. That's their, specialty. I know people who do, kids events and they do it big. That's their specialty. I know people who do, rentals, more rentals. So, but when you are, starting, you gotta try everything. And then like the more you are doing it, the more the easier, or the better. But what I'm saying is, the more I'm getting a call. But I'm just saying that with more, clients, you finally get to know what works for you. For me, I know it's weddings, so I do more weddings, especially like ethnic weddings. So when I started, I used to do a lot of American weddings. Um, I used to do a lot of American weddings, mostly all American weddings. And it used to be like they are simple, table covers, chair covers, napkin, floating candle centerpieces, draping backdrop. So I used to do a lot of those, because those do not take a lot of work. You don't need a lot of skills to do it, but they still look elegant. So I used to do a lot of American wedding. And then as my business was growing, I found myself, I'm getting a lot of calls. Let me see. mm, God, this is the same number. Let me test them. On Fridays, I try not to miss calls, or especially repeated calls on Wednesdays, on Fridays, because that might be somebody who needs something, who need a rental last minute. I rent to a lot of event decorators and they usually need stuff last minute. But I used to do a lot of American wedding, and then later on I find myself doing a lot of, ethnic weddings, a lot of Indian weddings, a lot of African weddings. And I find myself loving the stage, decor for those weddings. I think 2 or 3 years, 2 years in, I think 2019, that's how I started doing more of the Indian wedding, the African wedding, the stage, decor. So I think the more when you start, you kind of do everything. And then once you get more clients, you kind of see what you are really good at. Even though I do like baby showers or I do like birthdays, I know I'm not the best at it. I know there are people who are amazing at it, but I know weddings are my thing, especially like ethnic weddings, Indian wedding, African weddings. I know that's where I tried at, but I did not start doing that. So, any questions for me? Anything you guys want to know? Anything you guys want to know? Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Give me a second, I'm coming. I'm gonna put these away and come back. Okay, I'm back. Let me hold on. I'm gonna test because I'm getting several calls from this number, and I cannot pick up because I have you guys on that phone. Let me test them to see if they need anything. Where do you purchase your large decor pieces? Hi, Linda. Several places. Places. It depends. Um, so say like chairs. Most of my chairs were purchased from China, and I did a container. Hold on, let me test this person. Hello. Might be a customer. Uh, so a lot of my large decor pieces were purchased from China. I build a lot of backdrop myself now, but things like chairs, a lot of the love seats, I bought them from China, and I think for 3 years in a row I've done containers. I did not do any this year, but basically I order a lot of stuff from China, and I get a container and I get them, shipped to me. So those are like big investments, but it saves you money on, shipping, and also the cost, because it costs less to buy things from China. If you are coming to my class, I'm going to have those vendor lists for you, and um I'm going to tell you all about how to order from China, steps, and things like that. So it's going, but you don't have to do a container to order from, China. You can order stuff, shipped to your home, especially now. They are getting good at it. If you shop on Alibaba, so that's basically where you find a lot of the wholesalers. It used to be a lot of the big stuff you have to get a container, or you have to have it shipped to a port and you have to go like pick up yourself, or but I feel like now with more and more people ordering like large pieces from China, a lot of the vendors are offering, ship to door option. You might find it that the shipping cost might be more than the price of the actual stuff, but when you make the math, it usually still costs less than buying it in the US, if that makes sense. So yeah, from China, and I built a lot of my backdrop now. I bought some in the US. It's all over the place. All over the place. Yeah, a lot of my throne chairs, I bought them from a company in Texas. They sell throne chair. I don't know the name of the company, but I know I talked to a lady on WhatsApp. They have a shop there. I think it was recommended to me in a group, in an event, a corridor group, because I was scammed, from the first person I bought it from. They scammed me, so I posted in the groups like I'm trying to buy that was in 2018 or 17. I don't know. I was like, I'm trying to buy a throne chair and I got scammed. Um, and like, somebody say, oh no, I know somebody who we know. So I got a contact from New York and one from Texas. Texas is a little closer to me, so I went with them. So I've been getting throne chairs from them over the years. I haven't bought any recently, but they've been good. Otherwise, most of the newer love seats were from when I did a container from China. I did my first order from China in 2019. It wasn't my own container, it was share. It was done through a company, so I had to go like pick things up from a warehouse. Um, That's when I got my clear, chairs. And then 2020, I did my first container. I did a 40 foot. That's when I got the gold Chivari chairs. We got 400 gold Chivari chairs. Then we got a lot of other stuff. And then 2021, I did another container where I got 200 gold Chivari chairs and some other stuff. 2022, a friend and I did a container. We shared it. So, but no, I think 2023 we did another one. Um, and I did not do any last year or this year. Girl, I don't remember when was the last time, but either 2023 or 2024. So yeah, just to make it short, a lot of my big pieces come from China. If you do shop on Alibaba, that's where a lot of people get their stuff from. You have to vet your vendor. You might have to order one of the stuff you want to order as sample to make sure it's good before you place your big order. Do you have any recommendation for starter inventory minimum requirement? So, between now and from where when I started, there's a big difference. When I started, I think like, table covers, chair covers, napkins, sashes. That was the thing back then. Now it's like people are doing, chivari chairs, big, pieces. So it's kind of hard for me. But I feel like I started my business when I was like laid off from my job. So I was home. I did not even have any money to start a business. I was just doing something to, keep myself busy until I find another job because my kids were very, very little at that time. I think one of them was 4, the other one was 2.5. So I got my hand full with them as well. So I actually did not start. I did not start with any inventory. How I started making pieces to post on Facebook, in Facebook group, and I was like, taking orders from people wanting me to make their, centerpieces, their bouquets. Um, so yes, so that's how I started. So people were ordering their bouquets and their centerpieces from me. So I would take, half of the payment up front. I'll make the piece. I'll meet them in a public place. I'll get the other half, and then I'll give them their stuff. So and then and then I set up a shop on Etsy while I was selling centerpieces. So that's how I started. I did not even have the capital for inventory, but this is what I did and I still do nowadays, right? So I might buy, table covers, buy a couple, napkins, buy maybe, 10 of, each, color, like 10 blush, 10 white, 10 blue, flowers, maybe spend $100 to make a nice white flower ball. So just buy a little bit of maybe, table covers, a couple, chair covers, a couple centerpieces, and just use those to, post pictures, even like advertise them as, rental. Um, when it comes to like centerpieces, even flowers, when I'm doing rentals, I charge at least the price for the price I'm buying them. So because you still need to store it and stuff afterwards, so whenever you can use a little bit of inventory to advertise, and once that person booked you, you take your 50% deposit. That's how much I take. For bigger weddings, I take sometimes 25%, but when you're starting out, you can take your 50% deposit, and with that money you can invest into the stuff that they want. So that's how I did. Just, reinvest the profit, and with time, you have a lot of inventory. So, like you have a bigger inventory. But I say, table covers, centerpieces, don't rush too much into the trendy like backdrop, those big stuff, unless somebody like order it. Then you can use the money that they paid you to kind of build it yourself or like buy it. So um thank you. Your pieces and design are beautiful. I love your event. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Thank you. Do you do events too? Please, where do you get your flower from? Same, different places. So this year I've been getting a lot of my flowers from, fashion and fast. I can never say the name word. Okay, fashion and fascinating. Um, I love their hydrangeas and roses. They are big. I love them. So I've been getting it from there, and then I've been making the arrangement myself. In the past, I've ordered, ready made arrangement from AliExpress. So they have ready made arrangements. So I bought a bunch from there too. But I do different events, different colors, different style. So I ended up like breaking those arrangements apart almost every week to build new arrangements. So now I just buy them. I just buy the stem, and I think ended up, costing less. So I buy hydrangea and roses from Fashion and Fascinating. I found some bulk vendor from Alibaba, but the prices that I get from Fashion and Fascinating is still more competitive. It's still better. So I buy and they ship to you in like 2 days or 3 days. You get your stuff. So I buy hydrangea and roses from there. Baby breath, bought a lot from AliExpress from different places. I buy from different places. I try things. I kind of get excited to try things. Specialty flowers. Sometimes once in a while, I might go to Hobby Lobby to buy, say that fall flowers and things like that. I have some African weddings coming up that I need to order, like orange flowers and things like that. So that one I might have to go to AliExpress and buy a few things. You can buy them ready made, or you can buy the stem to make it. Lately, I've just been buying the stem to make them myself. Even though it's more work, I love making arrangements, and every single one of my weddings are different, so it's just I like to build them. But if that answer your question, Glow, I'm super late. No, you're not. Well, as long as you're here, you can watch it on replay. I was late too. But what are you up to this week? What are you up to? Understand, I'm furloughed right now, but still working without pain. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry, Anne. So you work for the government, or your work is kind of leak. It sucks what's going on right now. Like my husband, his company, they do government contracts. So he's still getting paid and he's working. He's an electrical engineer. Work They have contracts with the government, but he's been saying that like people are getting worried at his job. So I hope everything can get back into order soon. It sucks working without pay. I don't even know how you guys are making it. It sucks, but last time I was saying, like, I don't know how, like, this keep happening almost every year. Like, can they find a way to make sure they do agree on whatever they need to be before it's time? I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, that's America. But yeah, I hope it ends soon. I hope it ends soon. But yeah, buy as you go. When it comes to inventory, buy as you go. Even me, I still I still like buy stuff. Um, you know, buy as to go. You don't need to have it in your inventory to say yes to the clients. You'll be surprised. Even a lot of the big, companies that you rent from, sometimes they don't have stuff in inventory. Um, Linda say, oh, M says thinking politics. God, I hate politics. I don't, hate is a strong word, but because yeah, I think for them it's a game, but it's not a game for us. It's real life. Okay. Linda say, yes, I do events and always open to learn. I have outgrown my house for storage, but the business isn't bringing in enough for a monthly storage space. I know it's hard. It is hard. How do you advertise? So, do you do more weddings, more birthday? What type of event do you do more? Or like what type of clients do you get? It's hard. It's hard. I was there. I was there because inventory events, inventory, it never ends. It never ends. It's like new, trends always come in. You have to buy stuff and they take up space. Take up space. But how do you advertise? Maybe I can share some advertising tips. Or um what are the colors you will suggest to have as a base in several quantity? Good question. It all depends on what you do, right? I do weddings. So when it comes to table covers, ivory, off white, I don't know whatever you call it, off white and white. So white or like off white and black. Lately people have been going for ivory or off white, not a lot of white. So off white table covers and black. Napkins, I say blush, blush napkin, ivory napkin. That's it. A lot. But you don't need, to be honest, you don't need a lot of any of those in your inventory because I order a lot of my napkins from CV Linen and you get your stuff in 2 or 3 days, right? I just got a bunch of, table covers today because we have a wedding next week and we went through our table covers earlier this week and a lot of them we couldn't use. So we had to order some because we're doing 30 tables. But I ordered them, I think, Tuesday or Monday, and they are here today. So honestly, um, yeah. So say that you're doing baby showers like pink, blue. If you do a lot of kids party, then blue, pink, maybe some yellow napkins. But if you do weddings, like keep it neutral. Like keep it neutral. Always have some white or like ivory linen and some black linen napkins, blush, ivory, maybe like dusty blue, but and black napkins. Yes, black napkins. In your inventory. Um but I buy as I go. So I have a lot of stuff now, but I still buy almost every week. Sorry, I made this popcorn earlier in the morning. I still have some left. I'm sorry, I have to eat it. Mm, okay. No wedding yet. I'm praying one day that will come. So, have you done an event before? So, have you done some birthdays? Have you done some birthdays? Yeah. So, if your goal is wedding, so yeah, have a couple of those. Um, and try to advertise on Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups. Have a website. Invest in a website because like people like wedding clients are kind of um, they will- they want to make sure you have your duck in a row, right? I've done some conferences, birthday. I love conferences. Simple setup and birthdays, church. Nice, nice. So yeah, you can post those to get clients. So yeah, if you so yeah, you need to advertise, advertise, advertise. Invest in a website. So whenever you have another event at your church or like another birthday party, you know, take professional pictures. I was saying it earlier that when I started, I used to, right now, I take a lot of my pictures because we've been like, you know, traveling a lot and it's hard for me to use a photographer when I travel. But when I started, up until like 2 or 3 years ago, I have a professional photographer that work with me. It's not as expensive as you think it is. You find someone that will work with your budget. They will take professional pictures for you to use for your work. I had a website before. I had a shop. I had a website ever since I started my business from home. Um, yes, so have a website. You post on Facebook groups. Your business, your Facebook page. So you need a business, you know, Facebook page, a business, you know, Instagram page, you know, TikTok, all those things. You need to be everywhere. Um, I'm not good with pictures and I'm always forgetting. Girl, you better remember to take those pictures. You need to remember. Yes, I take pictures. That's one of those things that it's annoying to my staff sometimes. I can spend an hour taking pictures. I take pictures. Even when I used to have a professional photographer, I will still take my pictures because they will send me their pictures and then I'm missing some in shorts. So I'm missing, you know, some things. So take pictures. If you have a good, you know, pictures, you might be able to take really good one without needing a photographer. All of the videos you guys see on my YouTube page, all the pictures on my social media, I took those with my phone. The past 2 years, I've been taking you know, pictures and video with my phone. I used to have a photographer. It's just that our schedule haven't been working. Um, I had a couple people. I think their business also grew to the point where they were also booked with events almost every week. So it kind of got hard to work with our schedule. So soon I'm going to be out of here because I have to get my son from school, but not good with picture. You gotta try, you know, practice. Or if you have a high schooler in your home or even a middle schooler in your home, like kids are really good with pictures. You can get your kids to help, or if you have like if you have like a kid in your family, you can say, hey, can you come and take some pictures for me? And they will help. Or find a photographer. Even you might be able to find like some photographers from church. If you know some people in your church that take, you know, pictures, especially if they are new to, you can ask them to take some pictures for you, and that would be work for their portfolio too. You might pay for their gas or something like that. I feel like I don't know how to take angles to make look nice. Yeah, you have to catch those angles. You have to catch angles. But hey, if you're not good at it, you can find somebody else to do it. So I know I take a lot of pictures. I might take like 100. Last time we did a wedding and I went back, I took almost 200 pictures. I'm sorry. I took almost 200 pictures because like especially now that it's like you know, slow season, I need, you know, pictures and videos to you know, feed my page. Because your page, the thing with, you know, social media is you always have to be posting. Like This is how I see it. So if you see like, big, businesses like, Walmart, like even Walmart, Apple, Samsung, things like that, even though they have a lot of clients, even though they're known, they still advertise like almost on a daily basis. Like you see them everywhere. They still spend million on advertisement. Meaning that like you have to stay in people's mind. Don't think like, okay, you know what, I've done this and that. I posted it once already. I'm gonna wait until I do another event to post. If I post it, they've seen it before. No, like people have a lot of things in their mind. Like people have a million other things to think about. So you have to always stay in their mind. Um, they might not book you now. They might not need it now, but like since you are always like posting, you're always doing stories, um, the day that they have an event, they're gonna think of you, or the day that a family member uh, uh, or like somebody need an event, decorator, you're gonna be the first person they think about. So you have to stay in people's mind. I post, stories on my personal Facebook on a daily basis. My business Instagram and Facebook stories also on a daily basis. Post weekly. Now that it slows down, at least twice a week I'm posting. TikTok at least 2 or 3 videos a week. That's how you get to stay in people's mind. Because especially me, I get a lot of people who will email us to get a quote. They will get estimate. You are not the only person that they got the estimate from, but you have to stay in their mind. You have to always be posting so that it's, oh yeah, I just saw her post. I need to book, yeah. So you have to stay in people's mind. Um, Big like businesses are spending millions on social media. I don't have that kind of money, so but I can do the free part. So you have to post. Even if you have one nice event that you've done, post it as much as you can. Even if you don't get likes, you don't get comment. If you go on my social media, if you go on my Instagram, I have a lot of posts that maybe I get 2 likes or 0 like, no comment, but I get a lot of people who book me from Instagram, a whole lot of people. So don't look at the like or comment. That's not, you are not a content creator. So that's not your metrics. Your metrics is people who see your work in the book. They might not like it, they might not comment. That's not your problem, but you gotta keep posting. I know it's not easy. It's easy said than done, but you gotta keep posting. So when I started, that was the same. It was even, I used to even like post more when I started. I feel like now I'm busy. I have to manage my staff. It's a lot that I'm doing, that sometimes I slack with posting, but social media, you have to post. Like you can go on my Instagram, GloGlo Creations. You see a lot of my posts, some beautiful events. Sometimes I don't have any like, but I keep posting because I get a lot of people who book me from Instagram. Just this morning, I sent out an estimate a couple weeks ago. She messaged me and she just paid and she signed everything. So I was busy with that. That's why I was late to the live. But it was from, social media. I've never met her. I book a lot of people like that I've never met, and sometimes we don't even see each other until the wedding day. But they see my post, they might not like it, they might not comment, but they see it. And the stories always I gotta be posting. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep posting. Right now, like I said earlier, the last wedding we've done was on October 5th, and then we did that baby shower last week. But in between, I've been posting all of my old weddings. I don't have to wait to do a new one to post. Just gotta keep posting. Even if you don't get a like, you don't get a, you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's watching. So you gotta keep You gotta keep at it. It's not easy, but social media is the key, especially if you don't have a lot of money to do, ads and things like that. You gotta post, and you need a website. So you need a website. You can build it yourself, or you can pay somebody to do it. Um, I built my website. When I started, it wasn't like that. I built it. It did not look the best, but it worked. And then over the years, I kept improving it, and improving it. So work within your means, but at least do it. So, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna leave soon. Let me see. 5 more minutes, and I'll go. Yeah. Any more question? Sorry, I'm eating. I'm starving. This is the only thing I had since the morning. I got here and I got really busy, and I popped the bag. But I built an arch this week, and I was wrapping it. I need to build another one uh, for the wedding that we have next week. I can't wait to show you guys. It's gonna be nice. So it's not a wedding. It's actually an engagement, but it's a Middle Eastern family, so they kind of do a big engagement. The wedding is next year. They haven't confirmed the date yet, but I've done a wedding for someone in the family, one of the sisters, in 2023. So, um, thank you so much. You do great work. Keep going. Thank you, Orin. Thank you, Orin. I can't wait to see you. I cannot wait to see you. Question: all the shades of purple behind you, are they flowers or roses? Which one? Oh, this one? No, there are some that are hydrangeas and some roses. There are some hydrangeas and some roses. I actually have a video on the channel um that shows step by step when I was making it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was one of the pieces that I just made for YouTube, and I left it there. And I left it there. Let me show you guys. I got these charger plates today from CD Linen. I've been seeing it on their website for a while now. It's beautiful. It's called French toil something, whatever it is. So I took some pictures and I uploaded it to our website. I only bought one, but I'm going to advertise it, and the more people booked it, then I'm gonna buy some more. Like I was telling you guys, I try not to buy a lot of stuff to my inventory unless it's needed. So I got one. If somebody need it, then we're gonna order it for them. But it looks really good. I love it. And then when it came, I ordered the pink. I ordered the pink one. I think I ordered the pink and the black one. But this is the baby blue, but it kind of looked like dusty blue actually. This looks like a dusty blue. It says baby blue, but I love it. It's acrylic. I love it. I can't wait for somebody to use this for their wedding. Or if I have somebody that's doing blue, I'm going to suggest it to them. So the pink one is coming. I hope it's more blush than like baby pink, because I do more weddings. So baby pink is not going to help me. Oh, I should start doing that. I've been buying minimum of 50. No, girl, you don't need all that. No, the only time I order a lot of stuff is if I'm, when I did my containers from, um, China. I needed to fill up my container, so I ordered a lot of stuff. But even then, I had people who booked for wedding. So a lot of my clients booked months ahead of time, so I kind of knew what they wanted. No, no, I made those mistakes before. I did, but I have stuff stuck in my showroom now that nobody rents or uses. So I bought one and I posted it. I posted it in my story on Instagram and I added it to the website. God, this, but I don't think I'm gonna like this because, mm, because the paper part is already peeling. I don't like this. Now I feel like I don't like it because I just touched this part and it started to peel. Okay, we're gonna see how it goes. This is acrylic. That's why I don't have a lot of acrylic, charger plates. Even though it costs less, they don't last as much. I have glass, charger plates. They cost a lot, but they last longer. I have mostly glass charger plates. But this is acrylic. It's only $3.50. Planning to rent it for $2.50. So 2 rentals, I should make my money back. But the way this side is like it's spilling off, I might raise it to $3 per piece because this might be like 2 or 3 times things. But it looks really good. Looks really good. Okay, this was nice. I think I'm gonna head out. Um, have a good weekend, everybody. I can answer one more question and I'll be out of here. Let me show you another charger plates that I have that I really, really like. This, if you try to, this I bought it from China. It was still expensive. Buy this one. I love this one. But people, see this one, a lot of my clients, they say they want different stuff, but they keep picking the same boring stuff. I rarely ever use this, but I love it. It's glass. It's glass. You're welcome, Linda. You're welcome. I wish you a lot of success for your business. Um, yes, it's very pretty, but I rarely ever use it. I only use it for people who let me. So I have some people who let me do as I want with their event. But people usually say they want like unique stuff, but they ended up everybody keep wanting the same thing, which is usually in my case the clear charger plate with the beads. But weren't you afraid that breaks when people drop it? Rarely breaks actually. This actually lasts longer than the acrylic one. That, for my opinion. Usually when we set them up at events, we don't have like none of them break. They stay on the table when we come back. If anything break is usually when it's getting washed or during like transport on the way back. On the way to event, we use like bubble wrap, so they are placed in like bubble wrap, so they don't break while we're going. After the event, if they're messy, we don't put the bubble wrap on it. So sometimes we do a wedding of 200 people, we might have 1 or 2 that breaks, which is not a big deal. Or sometimes not even any. But the acrylic one, they crack very easy. They crack very, very easy. But yeah, usually I'm gonna try to drop one on carpets. It's fine. It did not break. It has to be dropped on like concrete or hardwood floor. But these are heavy. I like the glass. They actually last longer. The acrylic one that I have the reef acrylic. God, they break so. They break. They cheap, and you are too funny to try. I know, right? I was trying it with I was like, better not get embarrassed and lose some money on this live. Try to make a point. But yeah, I'm funny like that. If you know me in real life, I do crazy stuff. Life is too short. But yeah, bye guys. God, my son is gonna kill me. He's Yeah, he's walking home, but I have to be there too. It's nice outside, but I have to be home. Okay, I gotta go, guys. See you next time. Hopefully, I can do this again next Friday. That's my goal, to be live with you guys on Fridays, at least during slow season. Once it gets to busy season, then it's impossible. Thank you for everything. No, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Look at that. He'll be fine. He's probably gonna call me in like 6 minutes. But yeah, thank you. Bye, guys. Yes, I'll see you soon. Yeah, you guys, everybody, please post on your social media. So if I'll leave you with some work, post your work on your social media. Social media is where it is at. Okay. Have a good weekend. Bye bye. How do you stop this? God. Hold on. Okay, bye.